Right, well, yeah, this join just here keeps weeping, and it's basically because I left the speed fit attached, and the problem with speed fit stuff is that it does, it will, I can't really do it one-handed, but it does end up, you can still flex it. So every time I try and tighten that up, it does that, and it bends the pipe, which then means it doesn't seal correctly and means that it still weeps. It's not horrific. It is still weeping a little bit, but I can't risk it because once everything's in, I can't get at this. So what I've got to do is I've got to get a brass reducer to go from the 22 to the 15, put that about here, extend this little bit of pipe, it's just too small as well, and then redo this section of pipe as well. Thankfully I do have a good length of pipe left over, but I've run out of olives for the joins, which is the little copper like nuts that go inside the fittings. Run out of those, so I've had to order some of those. I had to order the reducer, and I don't have a cutter big enough for a 22mm pipe, so I've had to order one of those as well. So yeah, I'm currently waiting on the delivery of the upright, the actual surround and the base, so that's been delayed slightly. And then once I've got this finished, I've got to leave it for a little bit to check that it's not leaking. Then I can start putting it all together. So it is currently midday and the stuff hasn't turned up yet, which means I'm going to end up working through most of the afternoon and the evening when it does show up. But yeah, here's the issue, is that it can still flex in the fitting. So as I'm tightening it up, this is flexing a little bit, giving me a bit too much rotation. If I used another push fit in there, we might be all right, but then I'd probably get the same issue here. And then if I change that for a push fit, I'll probably get the same issue under there. So the only way to do it is to get rid of that push fit, the speed fit fitting, and change it to brass compression, which I will take a bit further up just so I've got clearance to work on it. But that's marginally frustrating, unfortunately, because I've gone through so much material already just on this. I had a bag of about 10 or 11 elbows, and I've used far too many of them because of these getting stuck. That one is salvageable because I could just cut that pipe in half and get that out, which gives me one back, but I've used all the olives making repairs, and it's just infuriating. So yeah, the pickup for that stuff is ready to go. I can just go and grab that, but I've got to wait for the other two deliveries to turn up first. So by the time I get those here and sorted, it'll be like 2 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock before I can actually start on this. And then I've got to leave it for an hour or so just to check that it's all solid once it's under pressure, which is then 4 o'clock, pushing for tea time, and I've still got to put the base down. And I'm delayed again because of me. Basically, I thought I'd get away with that, and obviously I haven't. So the rest of it's sealed up nicely, all of the various other joins and that. It's just that one over there. It's literally just that bottom one. So yeah, another delay, another day without a shower, basically. But even if I were to work through the night and get everything in and sealed, I'd have to wait for the sealant to go off, which is another half a day at least. So that puts us through tomorrow easily. That's as long as everything goes in easily, which there's no guarantee that the feet will sit right on the tray or the uprights will go in properly and the surround will work. There's no guarantee until I get it here and actually start doing it, but I can't start doing it until that's taken care of. Yeah, I'm a little dejected at the moment. I'm hopeful. I was thinking about it earlier, but if that drain is even slightly too far that way, I've got to get a new piece of pipe there as well. So I think the problem I have, I've been sitting here and I've been thinking if I should have got everything in ready to go. But then, with this shearing off, I wasn't expecting this. And there was no way of salvaging it, so the shower would have been unusable anyway. So at least, this way, it's all being repaired, but I need to get it absolutely right. So, yeah, I should have just left well alone, but never mind. Lessons learned, but yeah, plumbing issues now. That's fun.